The wait for these episodes are killing me, but it more than makes up for it for being how awesome they are. Hello everyone, TMNT and Jei here, and today we are back with another Tales of the TMNT episode review. This week we're talking about the third and last part of the Usagi Yojimbo arc, Kagayake Kintaro. So here's how this is going to work. I'll provide a summary, as well as some things that I really enjoyed from this episode, because let's face it, this season has been going strong, and even though these arcs are like few and far between, they are done so well. So without further ado, let's begin. Usagi and the TMNT continue their trek in taking Kintaro to the sacred temple, but trouble soon comes in the form of camouflaging ninja cats. After the scuffle, they arrive, and what awaits them is Jei, who has big plans for Kintaro. With the kid's life hanging in the balance, can our heroes be able to stop Jei and find a way back home? Yeah, that's as good as it sounds, but I'm going to admit this episode rocked. It really, really rocked. For starters, this is the third and last part of the TMNT Usagi Yojimbo crossover, and this arc, from start to finish, has been an intense thrill ride. Compared to the previous arcs, this one was so intense and majorly action-packed. For starters, we had a lot more fight scenes, whether it be the Turtles and Usagi teaming up to take down the ninja cats that camouflage through the snow, and I will have to admit, the fight was just pretty good, and it was intense too, and all through the while, Kintaro continues to be more and more of a pain in the butt. But don't worry, Kintaro gets his much-needed development later on. Eventually, it leads up to a final battle against Jei, as well as that bear dude that we met in the first episode. But what makes this worse is that Jei knew all this was going to happen, and he even had the turtles on mind control, but that didn't last because Kintaro gets his epic moment. And boy, what an epic moment it was, because this little guy kicked so much butt, it was nuts. It made me chuckle, but at the same time, it made me wonder if this kid got the development he needed. And to be fair, he did. He really did, and I can't say it enough how Kintaro went from being a pain to being a nice guy. And that alone made me really happy. I really did enjoy it. As well as the fact that there was some humor thrown in here and there. And some of the stuff was funny. Like in the beginning when Raph was trying to climb up, he noticed that Mike is sleeping around. So what does Raph do? Throw him all over the place. It was hilarious. Not to mention the action. The action was just incredible. The animation for it was strong. I loved the art style and the presentation, especially with the wintry environment. And then the dark aura comes in. I was getting Skyward Sword vibes when Jei had Kintaro ready to be offered up so that way he can live on again and again. He had been immortal. But thankfully that didn't happen since Usagi finally was able to beat the snot out of Jei. And boy, was that glorious. It was a action-packed end. And I like how it ended, too, with Usagi heading off on another journey. Because remember, Miyamoto Usagi is a Ronin and must follow the ways of the sword. And instead of having the cut abstract, instead you have a little Japanese kanji saying the end. And if that's not how you end an action-packed arc, I don't know what is. There is so much I want to say about this episode that it drives me bonkers. And thankfully, I was able to DVR it since I now got a new DVR and was able to watch it. And I enjoyed it. I really loved it. This episode gets a solid, perfect 10 from me. It is, without a doubt, one of the best of this arc. And personally, I feel that compared to the other arcs, this arc is my absolute favorite. I really mean it, because we not only get to see Miyamoto Usagi appear in the TMNT cartoon in 2012, but also we got a lot of good moments, a lot of good character development too, a lot of action, a lot of intensity. Everything about it screamed awesome. It screamed awesome from start to finish, and the ending was pretty heartwarming, with Kintaro saying goodbye to Usagi, and as Usagi holds off through the snow, the kanji says the end, and that is that. I mean it, I really liked the episode big time. But what I'm even more excited for is next week's episode. Next week, we're getting ourselves what I consider the mother of all origin stories. The episode Lone Rat and Cubs. I hope you guys are looking forward to that episode because I think there's a preview of it on YouTube if you're curious. Watch that. I'll be posting the link in the description. And believe me, when you see it, you are going to be blown away. I am really excited for this origin episode because, to be fair, we never even got an origin story regarding Master Splinter and the Turtles. So this is a first, and it's a one-episode arc. But after that, we're not getting any new episodes for a while. Here is what I am going to say. I am pre-ordering the TMNT DVD. The DVD which gives us the epic crossover with the 2012 and the 80s Turtles, and after I watch those, I am going to be reviewing each episode separately. Not before I give you a little bit of a spoiler warning, because I don't want to spoil people. I want them to be excited, but hey, what can you do? I want people to be excited. I love this series, and it stinks it's going to end because I've seen all the information about the other episodes, but what can you do? Either way, that is it for this Tales of the TMNT episode review. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please be sure to hit the like button. It really does mean a lot to me. And also, I haven't been getting much in terms of comments on any of my videos all this week. It's rather sad because, yeah, I put a lot of work in these, and seeing that nobody responds just really hurts. But what can you do? In the end, you just gotta keep on moving forward. That's what you can do, especially on a channel that doesn't get much love and appreciation. Trust me, I've been on YouTube for almost, or rather, a decade. And I know what that is like. I used to be well known, but now I'm just forgotten. But I guess that is pretty much for the best. Oh well. Anyway, that is it. This is Mega Man and Jei signing off. See you next week where I provide my thoughts on an episode I'm hyped for. Lone Rat and Cubs. Peace out. Booyakasha!